And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Chris Middleton.
And it's not the kind of trend he wanted to see, but that's what happens over the course of almost any career. Coaches around the league have learned all your tendencies, and let's face it, playing for as long as he has takes a toll on the body.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. They've got Grayson Allen. Royce O'Neal is out there with Mark Williams. Then it's Dillon Brooks. And it's Booker in at the 1 spot. And for the Wizards, Keyshawn George is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Sarr, then there's Johnson, and it's Carrington in at the point guard position. As a team, when you're trying to construct your best lineups, what are you looking for, Grant?
You know, I think balance is probably number one. Each lineup has to have enough defense and offense, otherwise it's just vulnerable.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
Oh, deflected and stolen by Williams. Here's Booker, pass to Allen for 3. Knocks down the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And Washington with possession. It's a 5-point game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Phoenix this year.
They split the 2 games they played last year. Both teams really struggled to find wins throughout the season.
And that seems about right. Last season was one that both teams would like to forget. They get beat up a lot and couldn't even beat up on each other.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the score by Washington, Williams' shot is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Pass to Middleton. Jacks up a 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Yeah, as good as anyone on the catch and shoot. Middleton deposits another J.
Now here's Booker, covered by Carrington. Brooks, the pass to Allen. Just 5 to shoot. And Williams punches it home.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. And here's Carrington. 15 in his last outing. Middleton outside. Puts up a 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
Yeah, missing from the line became contagious. That happens. They just picked the worst time to do it.
Here's Johnson. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Fires from the corner. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Woo. Right now, they are humming along. 3 of 4 to start this game.
On the wing, Brooks. Oh, George with a steal. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Middleton. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
And he drops the first.
A proven champion. Middleton is someone any team would love to have. A great player and a great locker room presence as well.
Both free throws good from Middleton. Well, under the current salary cap, it's not sustainable to have 3 max contracts. Richard, just asked the Suns.
Yeah, you got to have depth to win in today's NBA. The Suns traded away that depth to have 3 max players, and that limited their ability to put together a cohesive roster.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Middleton outside. Fires the three. Washington again can't hit.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Pass to O'Neal. This one for three. Sarr pulls it in. Wizards trail by 4. Outside Carrington. For three. George. Williams grabs the board. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Booker, pass to Brooks. Outside O'Neal. 5 to shoot. Pass to Booker. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Back to Carrington. Washington moving the ball around. Sarr finds George. Can't connect from short range.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Outside, Williams. It's Booker on the wing. On target from range. Booker's got 7 points in the game.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Pass to Middleton. George outside to end the run. That doesn't go either for George. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. They've got a 9-point lead. Booker, the pass to O'Neal. And here's Allen. Back to O'Neal. Now Brooks. Pass to Williams. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Middleton outside. Johnson on the wing. The teardrop. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Booker surveying the floor. Allen outside. Here's the three. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist by Allen.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
You know, if his shot isn't available, Middleton is moving the ball, and he's a pretty skilled passer.
Now here's Booker. 14 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. The kick out to Williams. Williams with the screen. Brooks tipped.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Great hit ahead in transition, advancing the ball, creating an easy look.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Phoenix leading by 7. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
A bit ago, Brian Keith and I were able to chat. There is a clear game plan that coach has in mind for Devin Booker tonight. He told me, quote, Devin doesn't respond well to getting doubled. Can't do it every time because he'll pick you apart, but we'll send the extra man his way more than once. That I can guarantee. Back to you.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Johnson, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. And Booker with the jam.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
Washington with the ball. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Middleton outside. Elbow shot. Jump shot is good that time. Middleton's got 9 points.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Brooks outside. Back to Booker. Outside O'Neal. Here's Brooks. Misses off the right iron.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trey Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
Here's Carrington. It's hauled in by the Suns. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Brooks. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 3 assists tonight.
And just as tough as they come, Dillon Brooks battling for 2 points.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Whitmore's checked in for George, and it's Bilal Coulibaly in for Carrington. Phoenix also changing it up. Dunn comes in for O'Neal, and Green is subbed in for Brooks. And it's Washington with the ball. They trail by 9, and the bucket is good.
I mean, the versatility of Middleton. Not just a scorer, also a solid passer and distributor.
Outside, Green. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
That is a dunk contest-worthy move. Green just putting on a show right there.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? For Washington, they've gone 7 of 16 so far. Pass to Whitmore. Washington moving the ball around. Back to Middleton. From deep, Johnson. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Back to Green. Allen outside. Pass to Dunn. 4 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. And Allen is good for 3. And now it's a 12-point Suns lead.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. 1:56 left in the first quarter here. Misses in close.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Middleton. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
That's a great look. I'm not sure what happened.
Outside Booker. Pass to Allen. Here's Green. Here's Williams. Guarded by Sarr. Williams passes to Dunn. Phoenix needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So for Washington, Gills checked in for Sarr. Kispert comes in for Middleton. And it's Johnson in for Johnson. Wizards trail by 12. Here's Johnson. He had 9 points in his last time out. Here's Whitmore. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Allen outside. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Now here's Coulibaly. He picked up 15 in their last win against Memphis.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assist.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Williams lays it up and banks it in. Williams has got 6.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Now here's Whitmore. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Three seconds left. The drive.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Phoenix out in front, leading by 10. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
And it's Washington with the ball. It's a 10-point game. On the court right now for the Suns, they've got Nick Richards. And it's Goodwin in at the small forward position. And that one's good. Coulibaly. Here's Gillespie. Dunn outside. Pass to Goodwin. Here's Gillespie. 6 to shoot. Launches it. Connects from downtown. And the Suns lead by 11.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Whitmore. And again, it's Washington. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Here's Green. Green takes it to the rack.
The defense gets physical with Green inside, so he uses his agility to get around it.
Here's Whitmore. And there's Coulibaly on the assist by Whitmore. Coulibaly's got 8.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Pass to Dunn. Outside, Green. They get it back. Here's Goodwin. Outside, Green. Second chance effort. Can't get it to fall. Now 3 for 5 in this one. Wizards trail by 9. Right side, Whitmore. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game, use the things that got you here, and see if it sticks. Back to you guys.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie. Thanks a lot.
If they keep finding steals like that, they won't be in the hole much longer.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Sarr's checked in for Champagny. George comes in for Kispert. And it's Carrington in for Johnson. Phoenix also changing it up. O'Neal, he's checked in for Dunn. Brooks comes in for Goodwin. And it's Devin Booker in for Gillespie. The Suns lead by 5. On the wing, Brooks. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Chalk up 2 there. Brooks has got his 3rd bucket of the night. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
Stolen by Sarr. George outside. That shot off. Excellent D there from Booker.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
3-pointer, Brooks. Sarr pulls it in. The Wizards trail by 7. Outside Carrington. George, a screen on Green. Carrington, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Booker. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Everyone knows Devin Booker for one thing, Richard. His ability to score.
Yeah, I always think back to that 70-point game he had against the Celtics. He was only 20 at the time, the youngest ever in that 70-point club.
First one falls.
The thing about Booker is he rarely has an off night. He's one of the most consistent shooters in the league.
Both free throws good from Booker.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Pass to Sarr. Now here's Whitmore. Coulibaly with a screen on Brooks. Takes a step back. Outside Carrington. Clock at 6. Drills it from deep. Carrington's got 6.
Nice, clean bounce pass. Sometimes the fundamentals are all you're going to need.
Now O'Neal. Now Brooks. Good work defensively by Whitmore.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Another shot. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's George. Here's Coulibaly. Kept alive by Washington. Coulibaly with a screen on Green. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Outside Booker. Shoots from 12. Can't hit that one. The Wizards trail by 4. Up top, George. Brooks with the rebound. Brooks has got 4 rebounds now.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
And, man, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
Middleton is checked in for Sarr. On the wing, Whitmore. Brooks defending. Outside Carrington. George, a screen on Brooks. George outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Carrington. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Booker, the pass to Richards. finding some room inside Green.
This is what makes Green so elusive, so difficult to cover. His ability to destroy you with that handle.
Pass to Whitmore. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Brooks. Oh, he picked him clean. Here's the break. Here's Carrington. Right side Whitmore. Back to Carrington. Middleton up top. Covered by Richards. And that one's good. Middleton's got 11 points.
And far from just a jump shooter, Middleton stays active and is always ready to shoot.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
A big round of applause for your Wizards Lakers.
He's checked in for Washington. Phoenix also changing it up. Williams is checked in for Richards. And it's Allen in for Green. The Suns lead by 6. Pass to Allen. Back to Booker. Ooh, tough make by Book.
Keep feeding the hot hand. Booker has it going in this one.
For Washington, they've gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Back to Carrington. Kicks it to George. Drains the triple. George has got 5 now.
If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
Outside Booker. Williams against Middleton. Williams misses. The Wizards trail by 5. Pass to Coulibaly. And here's George. Oh, there's the alley. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. And now we go courtside for the story on Alexander Sarr. Allie, how is he?
Thanks, guys. I got some news from the Wizards' head athletic trainer. It's his shoulder that's the source of discomfort right now. Diagnosis at this point is that it's just a sprain. And for this team's roster in particular, losing anyone is a major blow. They'll really be missing him on the floor for sure.
Okay, Allie, thanks.
Yeah, it's always good to get a little bit more clarity on that situation.
That free throw good from Booker.
Since the break, he's definitely been more aggressive. Remember, he didn't take any free throws in that first half.
Outside Coulibaly. Outside Carrington. Coulibaly with it. He's got 12. George, a screen on Allen. 5 on the clock. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. George, good.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Booker. They lead by 4. Pass to Brooks. Williams in the post. Middleton covering. Williams' shot is good.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Left side Carrington. They double him with Booker. From deep, Johnson. He's got it. Just 2 of 7 from the field, though.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the three ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Pass to Allen. Outside Booker. It's Williams, high post. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Williams has got 10.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
Wizards answer.
The Wizards making a change here. Whitmore's checked in. And while we can, let's take a look at the rookies who are leading the way in points this past month. Second is Trey Johnson.
Those averages have distanced him from the pack. And the scary thing is, he may widen that margin.
A 3 off the inbound. The Suns clear it. Brooks has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
You know, and with a rare combination of length and shooting, Chris Middleton is a bucket.
You know, Richard, when you think about work rate, Dillon Brooks and the effort with which he plays comes to mind.
Yeah, we created statistics based on efforts. Oh, Dillon Brooks would be one of the guys on the top of the list. Energy exerted, contact plays, bumps. He does everything to agitate the offensive player.
Booker's shot is good.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Outside Whitmore, out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Kispert's checked in for Whitmore.
Now, into the lineup for Washington, number 24. 4, Corey Pittsburgh. Alabama fans, another big round of applause for your Wizards, UNC.
Phoenix leading by 7. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in. It was really important time, and it was good for me." Brian, back over to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Back to Middleton. There's 45 seconds left in the second period.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Now Allen, he's coming off a 10-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assists. And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Steps back. Here's Johnson. Here's Middleton. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. This is his second trip to the line in the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
7 seconds left in the first half. For 3, Booker. And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Back after this.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quickly, here's an update on how the dunk contest contenders are shaping up. And let's do something we never, ever, ever do, and that's go off topic.
What topic?
So we don't have a topic, Shaq?
Isn't that a topic? Being off topic?
Well, that was more no topic than off topic, but that's all the time we have for this topic, thankfully. And let's talk now about the first half of our game. Guys, how about Devin Booker?
Well, anytime Booker steps up, I expect a big night. Now, it's only the first half, but he's already had a big night, guys.
We've already seen him go for 50-plus more times than Shaq did in his entire career. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Here's Middleton. They've got Keyshawn George, Carlton Carrington out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. 16 feet out. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And Booker's got the ball here for Phoenix. They held a 12-point lead earlier, and that game will mark the end of a 4-game trip. Pass to George. O'Neal pulls it in. The Suns lead by 6. Booker finds Williams. Outside O'Neal. Outside Booker. And it's all from 3-point range. Here are the Wizards now with the ball. Outside Carrington. George passes to Middleton. No good on the 3.
stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Here's Williams. The putback. Outside O'Neal. Tries again. Doesn't go that time. And George with some nice D. Pass to Coulibaly. Now Middleton. Back to Coulibaly. From downtown. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Booker's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
Few use their body better than Booker. Such a great athlete. He can absorb anything.
Here's Carrington. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Carrington's got 8.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Brooks outside. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Allen. Stolen by Coulibaly. Here's Johnson. To the paint. Washington moving the ball around. Carrington. No good with the triple. Phoenix leading by 6. Now here's O'Neal. On the wing, Brooks. Outside Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Allen. Back to Booker. Fader on the way. And the basket is good. And that's now 27 points for Devin Booker.
When you need a hoop, find Booker. A threat to score no matter what the situation is.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Taking a look at some numbers here for Devin Booker.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
The Wizards trail by 8. Outside Coulibaly. Back to Carrington. It's George on the wing. It's Middleton on the wing. Softly drops in the floater. Middleton's got 18 points in the game.
So good at dialing in his shot. Middleton gives it a nice smooth arc.
Right side O'Neal. There's the triple. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Middleton. George outside. Back to Middleton. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Williams.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Left side O'Neal. Allen on the wing. Pass to Williams. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. All right, let's look back over the last 10 games now and see which teams were topping the charts in three-point shooting. The Wizards, second.
Number 1, you have to have good shooters. Number 2, you have to take good shots. This team is both talented and disciplined.
Outside Johnson. Here's Middleton. Got it. Good job in the low post. Middleton's got 20 points.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Outside O'Neal. Pass to Brooks. Fires from deep. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Wizards trail by 4. George passes to Middleton. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Middleton's got 6 points in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Carrington with it. Guarded now by Williams. Shot's good by Carrington. And it's a tie ball game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Coulibaly. He's got 12. Outside Johnson. Middleton with a screen on Brooks. Shot clock at 6. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Why was Trey Johnson such a hot pick? When he gets hot, he can light up the scoreboard, a microwave type of scoring talent.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And hey, he did just enough to get the lead. That's what's most important.
Richard, the journey is unique for everybody. That's certainly the case with Royce O'Neal.
Yeah, after playing at 2 different universities and then going undrafted, he played 2 years overseas in Germany and Spain, and then he finally signed with an NBA team and has not looked back.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You take a look at the Suns. Hasn't been a banner year thus far, but they're clinging to that 8th spot in the conference.
Well, right now for the Suns, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
Middleton up top. Williams defending. Middleton, no good. The Suns have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Allen, pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. The Wizards trail by 3. Pass to Johnson. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Johnson's got 8 points.
And you see the size and length of Johnson getting his shot over the coverage.
Booker no good.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Pass to Johnson from the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Johnson's got 6 here in the quarter.
A big part of why Johnson went in the top 10, Trey's three-point shooting. I mean, he was NBA ready from day one.
For Phoenix, they've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Three-pointer O'Neal. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Carrington. Washington moving the ball around. Pass to Middleton. To the inside. Carrington no good. The Suns trailing. Down low. Here's Brooks. And finished off by Brooks.
Yeah, just showcasing his athleticism. When Brooks gets open space around the rim, he looks to throw it down with authority.
Williams against Middleton. Cashes in the 12-footer. Middleton's got 24 points. And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Checked in for Devin Booker.
Suns substitution. Number 4, Jalen Green.
Phoenix has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Outside, Green. And stolen by Middleton. From deep, Johnson. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Suns trail by 5. Outside for Brooks. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Carrington. Washington has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, and what a slam by Johnson. I like when he goes up with aggression.
And so it's Phoenix with it. Here's Green. Counted and the foul. It's going to be on Carlton Carrington.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
And you watch Jalen Green, the second pick of the 2021 draft. He is built to score, Richard.
Yeah, he's a terrific shooter. Moves easily around the floor. And his ability to make mid-air adjustments, yeah, that's something different.
Whitmore's checked in for Chris Middleton. Really one to watch. Jalen Green is an exciting young star in this league, Richard.
Yeah, he's done a lot of maturing as a player in just a few seasons. Sometimes he looks confident, sometimes he looks overwhelmed. But his overall game has improved.
Whitmore goes in, uses the glass to finish the layup. Whitmore's got 12 points.
Yes, slashing toward the hoop. Whitmore not hesitating when he sees an opportunity.
Allen outside. Right side Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Outside Coulibaly. On the wing, Whitmore. Outside Coulibaly. 6 on the shot clock. And the 3 off target.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
And it's Green missing. Washington leading by 4. Here's Whitmore. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It goes on Grayson Allen. Washington shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Champagnie, he's checked in for Washington. Kispert comes in for Carrington. And that one misses. And it's Green with the ball for Phoenix.
2 minutes.
Green, one at the D. Williams passes to Allen. That 3's off the mark.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Johnson on the wing. 1:44 left in the 3rd quarter. Outside Whitmore. They set the pick. The 3 is up. Offensive board. And here's Kispert from the arc. Counted from distance. Kispert's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Green. Takes the hit and scores inside. Green. 1:10 left to play in the 3rd. Coulibaly against Allen. Outside Johnson. Clock at 6. Over Green. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Green. The 3 ball. Look at Green showing off his range.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
Outside Johnson. We've got 22 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Green, the pass to O'Neal. Goes back up. And it's laid up and in by Williams. Now just a 2-point Wizard lead.
How about the level of activity this team just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays. And his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
A big-time effort for Chris Middleton, providing a lot of energy for Washington. He's been lighting it up tonight. 24 points. We'll be right back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Suns, getting the 4th quarter going. We've got Green, Devin Booker out there with Nick Richards, and it's done in at the 4.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
Kispert outside. Booker against Coulibaly. Pass to Whitmore. The 3 is up. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the 2nd half.
The Suns trailing. Here's Gillespie. And he lays it up and in.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Champagnie. We played just over a minute here in the 4th. And here's Johnson. His first shot coming late. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Right wing. Booker against Coulibaly. Booker, the pass to Richards. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. And the Suns lead by 2.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Whitmore. Pure. That's basket number 9 on 12 tries.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Outside Booker. Here's Gillespie. Now here's Green. Outside Booker. Ooh, nice little finish at the rim there for Booker.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Outside Johnson. Back to Whitmore. Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Johnson. And he gets that one. For Phoenix, they've got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Dunn right side. That one goes. Count it. Dunn's gotten his first bucket of the night.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. Johnson on the wing. Outside Whitmore. Over Green. And Whitmore gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. Whitmore's got 11 in the second half. The Suns have gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the 4th. Here's Booker. Buries it down low. Booker's got 7 now in this quarter.
A 3-level score on top of having a reliable jumper. Hey, Booker is also skilled at capitalizing inside.
Outside Coulibaly. Just 5 on the clock. Kispert's shot is good.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? That's a trick question. You don't.
The Suns have gotten all 6 shots to fall in the 4th quarter. Pass to Gillespie. And here is Green from outside the arc. The shot no good. And here's Whitmore. Green covering. In transition, here come the Suns. Dunn, the pass to Gillespie. Now here's Green. There's a screen. Going inside, and it's hammered home by Green.
You don't want to jump with Jalen Green. That's rule number 1. And rule number 2, you don't want to jump with Jalen Green.
Here's Whitmore. Got it. Whitmore's got 23 points.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Outside, Green. For 3, Booker. Oh, the shot is pure. Booker.
That's the kind of shot this offensive scheme is meant to produce.
The Wizards trail by 3. Outside Johnson. Now here's Whitmore. Defense right on it. Banked it in off the glass. Whitmore's got 11 points in the quarter.
Continue to get that man the rock. He's delivering whenever it counts.
Pass to Dunn. Here's Gillespie. Here's Richards. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Back to Whitmore. Washington moving the ball around. Beyond the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Booker. Takes a 3. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. They trail by 6. Whitmore. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Richards. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Outside Booker. Oh, a tough make from Booker.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
To the middle. And here's Coulibaly. Back to Kispert. Pass to Johnson. To stop the run. No good on the shot.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Outside, Green. It's Booker on the wing. The three. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Outside Johnson. Now here's Whitmore. Kispert outside. The 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Richards has got his 4th rebound in this one. The Suns lead by 11. On the wing, Green. Outside Booker. There's a screen. Dunn. Pass to Richards. Second chance shot. Rebounded by Champagnie.
Well, they needed that board. They've had a hard time on the glass, but they still have a shot here.
Here's Johnson. Shoots from 14. Oh, Green rips down the board.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Here's Gillespie. Coulibaly defending. Green. The bucket is good!
Green has been locked in, really powering this offense.
The Wizards trail by 13. And timeout is called by Brian Keefe, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Washington will go for a different look here. Chris Middleton's checked in for Champagnie. George comes in for Kispert. Johnson, he's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Carrington in for Johnson. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Mark Williams, he's checked in for Richards. O'Neal comes in for Dunn. Brooks, he's checked in for Green. And it's Allen in for Gillespie. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Clock at 2. Williams rips down the board. The Suns lead by 13. Booker with it. For 3. And yes, another basket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. And the Suns shooting an efficient 64%. Excellent.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Suns.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And what a huge performance it was for Devin Booker.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Oh, no good. 32 seconds left in the fourth. Brooks outside. Outside Williams. George with a steal. Carrington with it. He's against O'Neal. George. Can't hit it.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position. Just outworking everyone early on the glass.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And we present the player of the game, Devin Booker.